Libra, hello, hello. Welcome, beautiful souls. Welcome. We're going to do a weekly reading. This is for the final week of January 2026. The last but not the least week by any means. This is like one of the most important weeks of January. This is where all the fun starts happening this year, Libra, literally, because we're also in Aquarius season and it's all about fun for Libra during this time and leisure. But I'm so excited. Let's get started. This is for the week of January 26th through February 1st. There's a little bit of overlap with February, and February 1st happens to be the full moon in Leo. So this alone will also bring a lot more passion into this week. Okay? So, as you know, the big elephant in the room we need to discuss is the Neptune entering Aries on the very first day of this week. You might be already feeling this energy. Neptune entering Aries. You are going to feel a lot more creative. You're going to feel a lot more awakened. You're going to feel a lot more emotional as well. And Neptune entering Aries is going to clarify, your deepest desires. It's really going to connect you with your subconscious and really, allow you to get in touch with your higher self and really find your either purpose or your soulmate, especially soulmate, because we do have Neptune entering Aries, and that touches our seventh house, which is one-on-one relationships. So, not gonna lie, this could be a major relationship reassessment if you are already in a relationship. You could be saying things like, go big or go home, okay? And especially later on in February, could be like your final decision, because February 13th is when Saturn enters Aries, and that's like long term commitments to your relationships. And not just relationships like romantic or friendships, it's also business, partnerships, work, career. So just be aware of that. But right now is to connect a time to connect deeply with what your heart truly desires, and then you really sphere, and also have fun. Okay, don't be afraid to express yourself passionately. I feel you're going to feel a lot more confident this week because of the full moon in Leo. Going to give you that boost of confidence to express yourself, your desires, your feelings, and even possibly make some big decisions too by the time the full moon actually rolls around, because full moons are about completions usually. So buckle up. This is going to be an exciting week. And we also have the Mars and Pluto on the conjunction on January 27th, which is going to be like seize the day, now or never type of energy. And it's Pluto, so just expect there could be some unexpected things. You might even surprise yourself. Okay, so and Neptune in Aries will be a great focus on deepening relationships, or I would rather say keeping only the relationships and committing to the relationships and partnerships and commitments overall that are meaningful to you in some sort of a way, not just shallow on the surface, but a lot more meaningful and deep. So let's get started with your reading. I did pull a major energy for us for this upcoming week, and we got the Fellow Travelers card from the Sacred Travelers Oracle deck, and it says support is all around you. And this is talking about, I love the peacock over here, but this traveler is about to set on a long path forward. And there's hills and mountains and who knows what. But the peacock makes me think of confidence, knowing that you have the right skills, you have the right attitude, experience to make it through this path. But I think whatever you are setting off to do at this time, because I do think a lot of Libras are literally revamping a lot of things in their life at this time. And, whatever you decide to do, just remember you're not doing this alone. Support is always around you. And even if it feels like you're on shaky ground, it definitely is the time to rely on your spirit team. Blessings from above are showering over your life right now, and you are safe. Angels and spirit guides are real and their presence is near. They're only a thought away. So, all is well. You are safe to proceed, I feel, with this energy here. So no matter what, what path lies ahead, I feel like you are ready for this and you are actually safe. So I love that for you. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Thank you so much, Universe God. Please let us know what are the most important messages for Libra Collective for the upcoming week of January 26th through February 1st. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's get started. We're going to draw another card as the main energy here for Libra Collective last week of January 2026, please. Last week of January 26th through February 1st. Thank you so much. Most important or main energy, I should say, here for Libra. Look at that. We have the Six of Swords. And look at the angel wings here at the head of the boat. And I just read the message. We are traveling, we're transitioning, we are on the path to something new or recovery or even relocation. And there are new horizons, and perhaps this is your sign that angels are always protecting you, guiding you. You're never alone, okay? And some of you maybe are relocating, quite honestly, and then maybe even actually healing from something too, because or transitioning from one thing to another. It is kind of a card of moving on to better times, better locations, better things. Okay, so, and mentally too, because this is mental energy. So I think mentally you're feeling like, okay, I am going to be taken care of. Things are going to work out for me. So that's kind of what I'm feeling here. Libra, Libra, Libra. All right, sorry, I had to relight this candle over here because it was making a lot of noise. So let's proceed. We're going to begin with Lenormand messages, and today I'm using Lana George Lenormand deck. So let's see what's coming up for Libra Collective for the week of January 31st through February 1st. All right, most important messages for Libra Collective coming up here. We have the clouds. What else coming up for a Libra? We have the incense. Whoa, okay, yeah, there's something already happening here. Oh, that one wanted to come out. Crossroads. A dog. Two more, please. Two more, please. Okay, let's go. All right, what we have today for you is, let's see, we received the scythe to begin with, the clouds, the incense burner, or the evil eye remover over here, which is an extra card in this deck. And we have the moon, and we have the crossroads and the dog, we have the ring, and then we have the stars at the end. Oh my goodness. Yes. So this is very much the Six of Swords energy, where you're just clearing out the uncertainty. You're making a final decision. There could be something that's very decisive action happening here. It could be even coming from you. So there's definitely Neptune energy here present very strongly. We have this incense burner, and the moon immediately gives me the vibes of psychic visions, and maybe even like weird energy around. This is a time where you may come into some really strong intuitive messages, and you may be even confused about what it is that you're receiving as a message. But I urge you to act upon those intuitive messages you receive, because Neptune entering into Aries urges us to act on our intuitive urges, and those like split of a second thoughts that come through. The incense burner is usually a card of clearing away negative energy. So you burn the sage to clear away negative thoughts, or maybe you are even absorbing somebody else's negative beliefs, and maybe somebody else is imposing their ideas about how something is not going to work out, or whatever it is that their negativity is affecting you in some sort of a way. And that is why it's important to stay positive and clear your mind. So whatever you need to do to get there, because I feel like you will be able to make a decision this week based on like having clear understanding of the situation. Clear away the clouds, okay? Listen to your intuition. Listen to creative ideas that you receive this week. It's going to be amazing. There's definitely a calling. You're being called to pursue something or do something on maybe something simple. You may have a desire to take a certain highway instead of the other highway. We'll do that. Maybe it will lead to something here. So you have the pathways or the roads, and this is about making choices, okay? Choices and sometimes parting ways. And there's a dog right next to it, so you could be making a decision with someone else in your life, like this is a mutual decision. But I also feel like for some of you, this is parting ways with a person who you might have been, or a situation that you have been loyal for too long too. Okay, so it's almost like you are switching your loyalty to something else now, or someone else. It's possible. I think that what you are staying loyal to is your future goals and dreams. And especially with the full moon in Leo energy, this is going to give you that confidence to pursue your long-term dreams, because Leo is in our 11th house, and that's long-term aspirations, friends, group, friendship groups, communities. So it's quite possible that you may be deciding to join a new community here, and you find a new friend in some sort of a way. And I am also seeing that some of you are actually moving in together with a friend, perhaps. Okay, because we have the ring afterwards. There could be maybe you are roommates. Maybe this is a romantic connection. I just feel like maybe this is a business deal that you're working on together. So I think that this is maybe a decision that you either both have to make, or you personally have to make this. But the final decision definitely will be yours. The ring and the stars are the beautiful combination here. Love it, love it, love it. Indicating your commitment to long-term goals, what your dreams, what you truly want. You're committed. There's no going back. Look, the crossroads. You've crossed. You're going right now, or maybe left. I don't know, but it's there's no going back, is what I'm hearing. So yeah, good for you. I feel like you are like coming up to an important turning point in your life, and this is where you make a big decision or choice. Okay. So let's keep going. Let's draw some tarot messages and see what else comes up for us, for Libras, for the upcoming week, end of January 2026. Okay, we have the Hierophant. Wow. If this isn't Neptune in Aries, then I don't know what, because this is very spiritual energy. Also, like I said, you could be receiving all kinds of intuitive messages at this time. Maybe you're actually dedicating to a spiritual cause, some sort of routine, maybe spiritual routine. I don't know, but maybe you are sitting there and meditating on your vision, okay, what you truly desire. But let me draw some more cards. It could be an educational journey, a spiritual journey. Let's see. Even something more formal. What else do we need to know here for Libra this upcoming week? 9 of Coins. Wow, yeah. So I think for a lot of you, there is a very abundant energy coming forward. Look at this. The coins are literally growing on a tree, okay? And she's just collecting them in her robe here. So I feel like he's praying and asking for some sort of, like financial blessing here. And then it just comes from the tree, like it just comes out of nowhere. Do I feel like you're going to have support at this time? Yes. And I think that this is it. I don't know if this is like, you're receiving some sort of official news, maybe securing a loan, maybe you are receiving some sort of money from long-term investments, or some other bonuses that's coming forward, or refunds, or this is what you've worked really hard for and now it's like coming to fruition for you, because the Nine of Coins is a self-made person, okay? So either way, I feel like you have taken a very honest and spiritual and hardworking approach, and it's, you're seeing the results here. So wow. Okay, so let me draw one more card here on this. What else do we need to know here for Libra Collective? Dervish. This is the hermit energy. Wow. Once again, he is sitting there and meditating and praying. And look, there is light that comes through the cave. Okay, so there's something about a spiritual practice, clearing the energy, resetting your mind, maybe even spending some time alone, caring about your health. Maybe you need to spend some time alone here. For some of you, attending some sort of a church event, or is this some other meditation group? I don't know, but I feel like even in your sleep, you could come into some sort of revelation, or a decision may materialize for you, an idea, a solution. But definitely something that is also could be of, could be even your health too. And I feel it is going to feel like a blessing, like a relief and a blessing, like something that's coming forward here that's you've been praying for. Could be even official. So you could be receiving official news as well, or receiving help from health institution, or scholarship. I don't know what, for some reason there's something coming forward to you financially. And as I said that, there's a bunch of cards that dropped from my lap. Okay. Let's see. What else? What else for Libra Collective coming up the last week of January? Last week of January. Thank you. We have, wow, something's definitely ending for you. You are ending something. This is the death card, rebirth card. This person is choosing to walk away into something new. We have a lot of light, like the light at the end of the tunnel, and he's walking through it. Something is something is definitely ending here for you. Let's see. What is this about, please? What is this about? Thank you. Whoa. We have the Tower. I'm telling you, this is going to be a week. This is going to be a week. We have the Scythe, remember? Something happens unexpectedly too that may expedite your decision, or something you don't even have a choice, perhaps. Okay, but there's something that unexpectedly ends for somebody here, a Libra. A path, a situation that's ended. maybe that's already happened because I asked, what is this about? And this is, the tower showed up. So for some of you, that's already happened. What else do we need to know here? Oh, wow, we have the Hanged Man. And this is where you are kind of realizing that there's no going back. Okay, that path has ended. That river is dry, whatever you want to say. And you're just kind of suspended here. You're surrendering because there's nothing else you can do about certain situation except move on. That's why I said there's no going back. The main point here, there's a lot of water in this picture, and then also look how cleansing it feels. The water is literally falling and cleansing everything. So it's like a fresh rain that washes everything away. Okay, so I feel there's, just like with the incense card, a clearing of energy, like a purge of something. That's just a purge of it. Like it's no longer needed. And so you are definitely here to go through this transition. Maybe you just have to sit with it. You have to sit with it, okay? And see what's next before you can actually do anything. There's a lot of that energy where you're just sitting with yourself, with higher power. And your prayers are answered because look at that, the Nine of Coins. I mean, I think that you are going to come into something that's you truly asked for, but it may come in an unexpected way. Well, Libra, let's see. What else for Libra? What else for a Libra? What else is coming up for Libra last week of January? Most important messages. We have the Daughter of Coins, watering her garden, putting effort in, growing the seeds. Very hardworking, diligent energy here. What else do we need to know here? So take care of your health. Definitely nurture yourself this week. Wow. Yeah. Look at that. You have this sort of a period where things kind of fall apart and you are suspended in between two worlds. And then look at that. You have the Ace of Staffs. Immediately something else comes in here. Okay. I don't know. This is a very illuminating energy, like perhaps you come into a new idea, a new understanding of what's next. Perhaps it's you kind of understanding that you need to water your own garden now, all right? And how you need to do it and what you need to focus on. And this garden is like a big giant pentacle. So the Ace of Staffs obviously represents something new, a new path. And that's what's happening. You're finally being redirected at the end of January. And it could be that this is exactly what you were asking for. So let's see. Anything else here, please? Anything else here? What else do we need to know about this? Three of Staffs. Yeah, you've been waiting for it. You've been waiting for it. Look, this person is waiting for his ships to arrive. Or maybe he's standing there and looking out and wanting to join the ships, okay? Wanting to be out there at sea, seeking new lands and exploring and things. But this is like a big sign to seek something new. Perhaps you even have a child here. There's a child energy and a dog energy. So maybe I'm seeing some of you are tired and need to book like travel or something, or even some kind of a fun trip, or go to a fun place with a child here. Do something fun, basically. If it's not related, a friend or a child, you know, I think this is also your energy of looking for new opportunities, maybe having genius ideas here, wanting to grow, expand, and water your own garden. So here it is, following your dreams. Um, Unbelievable. You go from one of aces, and then you have the ace of staffs, then you go to the three of staffs. So this is very much Leo energy, expanding here, fire. Libra, whatever redirects you this way, it's definitely for your highest good. And also, if something unexpected happens and you are just left sitting kind of on the sidelines for a bit, you know, instead of being out there in action, it's also for a reason. But I feel like maybe one of your plans falls through or something, and then you're left like hanging there, like, okay, that did not work out. It doesn't have to be anything huge. It could be just like, you know, some plan of yours that didn't work out, like a dead end perhaps there. But I strongly feel that this is a very positive redirection for you at this time with the Neptune entering Aries here. And you're going to see that pretty quickly, okay? All right, I'm going to draw one more card, final outcome for the last week of January. Final outcome for last week of January. Thank you so much. We have the Eight of Staffs. Cosmic alignment is happening right now. And I feel like there's like comets flying, you know? Things that are in motion that are even outside of your control. Everything is going to speed up this week. There's going to be a lot of movement forward, a lot of progress, a lot of action that you will need to take, especially by the end of the week. Okay, there will be a lot of communication as well, because I'm seeing the cosmos here. Kind of makes me think like the universe will try to give you so many signs, maybe even 8 signs. Just they're going to be everywhere, maybe even warnings that about the tower or something. Just know that this is all orchestrated for you, Libra. Beautiful. And you have the 9 of coins. I think that before the tower strikes, there's something like a blessing that's going to come in as well, that you've been praying for. So whatever that is, good for you. Okay, so let's draw final oracle cards here for Libra Collective and to close out this message. Most important messages, please, for Libra Collective for the last week of January. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Last week of January, most important messages for Libra. Care. External aid, tending, and assistance. You are going to receive assistance. It's going to be divine guidance and assistance for you. Absolutely. It's all orchestrated. Look at the beautiful heart. Look at the beautiful heart that I have on the table for you and right there. This card indicates that you can greatly benefit from the support, help, and care of others. You don't need to go through everything alone. Right now, the focus may be on a physical imbalance and the need for bodily repair, adjustment, or gentle recovery after a demanding period. So maybe for some of you, this is here too with the tower. It could be even something that's like a health related. You know, you have a sudden migraine or a headache or something, and that leaves you on the sidelines. But once again, ask for help. You do have the dog here, so definitely reach out for assistance. For some, a time to retreat will be especially nourishing. Your system is asking for relief and rest. Seek out what brings you harmony and well-being, whether it's something fragrant, comforting, or simply peaceful. Remember that sometimes true self-care means asking others for help. It might be a healing massage, a heartfelt conversation, supportive herbs, vitamins, or full physical check-up with a doctor. But it could also indicate that you've been overworking or something here that could potentially indicate you need some rest. And that's why we have all these, you know, isolating energies here. And the Nine of Coins also is one of those. Okay. All right. What else? What else is coming up for a Libra last week of January? Most important messages here, please. Starting fresh. Wow, yes, starting fresh. I didn't mention that with the rain refreshing everything. A wonderful new beginning is blossoming in my life. Beautiful. A new cycle is blossoming in your life. All that is not needed from the past is dropping away as you release the old and embrace the new. All life travels in cycles. On our beautiful planet, plants die in the winter so that new life can emerge in the spring. It's the spiral dance of death and rebirth. This represents a time in your life to start fresh. Do not linger with old situations, relationships, or places that no longer serve your higher good. Stretch into a new direction even if you feel uncertain. Wonderful opportunities await you. Yes, right here you're stretching. You're stretching clearly into the new opportunities that are awaiting for you, and the results are going to be beautiful. You just have to keep watering that garden, my beautiful Libras. And one final card for you from the Sacred Travelers Oracle. One final card for Libra, please. One final card for Libra last week of January. Begin now. Take your first step. How many signs are we going to receive about watering that first seed, watching it grow, pulling the weeds, making sure it doesn't get eaten by squirrels? I mean, this is it. Take your first step. You are crossroads, and then you are on to your new committed path here. Every journey starts with the first step. There is no moment better than the present one to begin. You might not feel ready, but nevertheless, it's now time to start. A new cycle is beginning. Wipe the slate clean and get going. Release familiar routines, stagnant situations, or challenging relationships that no longer support you or empower you. You are at the end of an old cycle and beginning a new and exciting one. Set your sails for this new horizon. Absolutely. Okay, what can I say, Libra? There's time to, sit and introspect. But I feel like as soon as you do that, something unexpected is going to come forward that is going to help you make the final decision, and you're going to be supported all the way. Okay, and then meanwhile, don't be waiting. Start your next journey right away. Try something new. Plan ahead, or even visualize. Just think forward. Okay. And don't forget to take care of yourself this week, Libra. Thank you so much for being here. Sending you all many, many blessings. Have a fantastic week ahead, and I will catch you later. Bye.